Thank you, Asa, Jack, and Marley. We appreciate all your contributions to Bozeman High and the Bozeman School District, and we wish you the best in the future. Now, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce this year's first students. Olivia Yoakum has been described by those closest to her as bubbly, encouraging, humble, unbelievably gullible, and ambitious. She has taken 8 AP classes, maintained a 4.0 GPA, has been active in a myriad of activities throughout her high school career. She has served as a girls' golf team captain, National Honor Society secretary, participated in the HOSA and Solar School clubs, and received 3 gold medals and 1 silver medal in HOSA state leadership conferences. She also performed at Disney, Carnegie Hall with the chamber choir, traveled to Costa Rica with other AP biology students to study the ecology of the rainforest. In golf, she received awards for the Female Athlete of the Year and an award for exemplary sportsmanship. In choir, she was invited to perform with select students from Montana at an all-state choir. Her sophomore year, she was the grand champion of Bozeman Night Live for her operatic performance of Amarilla Mia Bella, and this year, she was a finalist and received the Audience Choice Award for her performance on Cuando Vivo. Olivia loves Jesus, meeting new people, creating works of art, singing, and playing golf with friends and family. She is excited to embark on her next adventure at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville this fall, pursuing a double major in pre-medicine and music. Please welcome Olivia Yoakum.
Get this at the right height. Well, Bozeman High class of 2023, hats off to you for making it through 4 amazing and confusing years. Seriously, no cap, that was a wild 4 years. Just in case you've already forgotten everything about high school, COVID can do that to you. Here's a quick recap of what our class experienced. In 2019, we began high school as the only freshman class that was not overly confident or annoying. Who am I kidding? We were freshmen, but thank goodness we grew up. We encountered our first challenge when we were like fish in a small, middle school-sized pond who were suddenly thrust into the massive high school-sized lake known as Bozeman High School. It took a little adjusting, but we learned to thrive. Whether that meant hiding in some coral to escape the big mean crocodiles roaming the BHS halls, or awkwardly befriending some of the bigger fish and joining fish clubs. But it was through this whole nerve-wracking process that we were able to make so many new friends. Then, just as we were getting nice and comfortable in our new homes, a raptor suddenly swooped in out of nowhere and abducted half of our friends. It eventually brainwashed them into inhabiting another part of the lake to compete for the same resources. So, instead of swimming happily in our little schools, we became rivals, and it was all the raptor's fault. This was just the start of a growing rivalry, finishing many friendships. Now, you're probably thinking this whole analogy is a little, well, fishy. So I'll end it here since we have bigger fish to fry. After mourning the loss of so many of our peers who were converted to the dark side, we were forced to confront yet another challenge, COVID-19. We initially thought these conditions would quickly pass and that after a few months, things would soon return to normal, and we'd go back to the same old school routine. Boy, were we wrong. Little did we know that our much-anticipated spring break would morph into an ugly year of extended isolation and confusion. The initial joys of sleeping in and staying home for school quickly faded by the beginning of our sophomore year. Some of us may not remember much about those days, maybe because of COVID or the intentional repression of our traumatic memories, or maybe some of us suffered a few too many concussions from all those extra skiing days we found ourselves with sophomore year. Whatever the reason, COVID year seemed to cause a significant gap in our collective high school memory. This was a time when many of us lost motivation, declined in mental health, and found ourselves more lonely and confused than ever before. But these experiences also matured us in unprecedented ways, transforming our sense of identity, purpose, and work ethic. Our teachers also really pulled through that year. Some can now look back at those weird track A, B, and C schedules and reminisce about those easygoing Wednesdays, but I must admit the all-online track C schedule was torture. I gained a newfound sense of respect for homeschoolers through that experience. Still, despite those trials, we managed and emerged with a renewed sense of vigor to return to our school our junior year. We gained priceless life lessons, new insights into ourselves, and a newfound appreciation for human connection. We worked hard these last 2 years, some of us juggling a full course load, work, and a mountain of extracurriculars on top of a social life. We navigated so many new challenges during these years and overcame these obstacles together as a group. However, our achievements were not solely our own. The whole community here at Bozeman High School and our families provided us with the support and encouragement we needed to truly thrive. I want to extend sincere gratitude to the administrators who've worked so hard to make this day a reality for us. Our wonderful principal, Mr. Mills, our assistant principals, Mr. Helvick and Mr. Thompson, and our dean, Mr. Neely. I would also like to thank our school and college counselors and our teachers for their tremendous support. A huge thank you to our cafeteria staff, custodians, and the others working behind the scenes whose service helps to make the BHS halls more welcoming and bright. Now, when I said I would stop the fish puns earlier, I lied. It just makes the whole speech a little more official, if you ask me. We have been swimming in this BHS-sized lake for a long time. And although once daunting, I'm glad to say that it has become our home. It is time for us to move on to the vast ocean of opportunities ahead of us. Some of us will swim in opposite directions, but we will all ultimately end up in the same ocean. The journey will be hard. There will be bigger fish in the sea. There will be predators, there will be challenges, there will be obstacles. There will also be so many new opportunities and experiences to explore. Possibilities are endless. The hardships we faced these past 4 years did not hinder us, but rather they gave us the courage to move forward. They presented the perfect opportunity to mature into the hardworking and thoughtful people that we are today. The tribulations won't end here. We can expect to encounter similarly difficult challenges as we navigate life and the outside world, and should expect even greater difficulties than the ones we've already faced. We are preparing to enter a society fraught with economic challenges, a growing national debt, a high cost of living, paralyzing college debt, political division, and so much more. However, I believe that we can also tackle these challenges with the same spirit, motivation, and passion that led us here on this stage together, graduating. Life is short. We never know when our time may come. We have mourned the loss of so many loved ones, friends, and historical figures. Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth. But it should motivate us that much more to use the gifts of life, time, and the resources we have been given to make an impact on our society. Sitting here among us could be a future senator, ambassador, or president. It has happened before. Senator Steve Daines and Ambassador to Russia, Michael McFaul, certainly proved that. And it can most definitely happen again. Already, there are accomplished debaters, lesbians, musicians, activists, and athletes in our midst. So spread your wings, Hawks, because no matter what, they're politely throwing us out of the nest right now. It is up to you to fly. We did it, class of 2023. Go Hawks!